Is getting into an IIT like a dream come true for you? And you want to know all about it? Today, our guest, who herself is an IITian, will be sharing about the life at IITs and her experiences there.
Welcome, Pratna, to our show Step Directionals.
Thank you.
I'm sure our listeners will learn a lot from your knowledge and experiences.
I hope so too.
Okay, so the first thing that I want to ask you is, how is life at IIT?
So, life at IIT is usually pretty dynamic and hectic as well. So, but there are a lot of opportunities. Apart from educational aspects, there are a lot of extracurricular and co-curricular activities which engage the students, and we get to meet a lot of people who have done great, who have reached at great levels, and we get to interact with them.
Okay. So as students sacrifice their health and teenage years to study at the IITs, is it really worth it?
So personally, I feel yes, it is totally worth it because studying in one of the prime institutes of the country is an experience that nothing else can match.
Correct.
And also, what we sacrifice during the time of studying, we gain all of it during the time we are at IIT. So it's just we are making up for it in a better way.
Correct. A lot of people think that all the students at IIT are really smart. What do you have to say about that?
So, well, I think yes, they are smart, but I also think that they are smart in some fields, not all of the fields. But when we meet people from colleges such as like colleges from DU or local colleges as well, they are very good and smart in their own fields. So it's just about what topic we are discussing. Are we sounding smart in that, or it is just about the field, nothing else?
Correct. So according to you, is life at IIT stressful?
Yes, sometimes it can be stressful because we, from a background of a normal educational system, we go into a background in a system which is very competitive, and every student there is intelligent and smart. So yes, there is a feeling that we might miss out or we might lag behind. So yes, there is stress that we have to match it and manage the pace which IIT requires. But overall, it's totally comfortable.
Okay. So what makes IITs different from other engineering colleges?
So first of all it is a government institute. So the first thing that attracts is lower cost of education compared to private colleges.
Right.
And lower cost of premium education. Premium involves good infrastructure, good professors, good research facilities, and everything else, good sports facilities, music, etc. Secondly, there are a lot of opportunities from there. Matlab, higher studies or people opt for UPSC or jobs, be it whatever. IITs are always at par and above all the other engineering institutes when it comes to all these things.
True. So what do you think? Can only brilliant students crack JEE and study at IITs?
I think brilliance is not the main factor. I think hard work and determination and perseverance. Like you should be consistent in your work when you are doing it, when you are practicing for JEE or when you are learning. So if you want, you can get it. If you don't want it, you cannot get it.
Okay. So a lot of people have this confusion that is going to quota only way to crack JEE?
I don't think so because I have a lot of friends which have studied not from quota and gotten into IITs with ranks which are very good, and not all students who get selected to into IITs have studied from Kota. So yes, it's not necessary.
Hmm. So the next thing is it true that IITs have the best faculty and have 100% placement?
I agree that they have a good faculty good faculty members, and some of them have been teaching for so long. They are so good at their work. Some departments in some IITs are better, and some departments in some other IITs are better. And yes, those mostly 90% of the time, like 90% students who appear for placements are given achieve jobs. So it is a better ratio than all the other colleges
Okay.
which don't have this percentage of placement.
Correct. So what are some of the exposures that an IIT student get but normal engineering college don't?
So when we talk about educational aspects, yes, we get good seminars and good like facilities, and we get to meet good company officials and other people because it's a premium institute and a government institute. Also, the alumni member club is so big that the people are from IIT Delhi are around the world. So it's good that the network is so strong. Secondly, when it comes to opportunities in fields of extracurricular activities, again, we get to meet a lot of great people and celebrities in their own fields, and it's it's like we are just in a movie,
Yes.
and it's amazing.
Hmm. Okay. So can you share your life and experiences at IIT Delhi with our listeners?
So when I got into IIT, my rank was 3751, which helped me get biotechnology dual at IIT Delhi. And yes, when I got into it, the first few months were all acclimatizing to the language lingo of the campus and getting like accustomed to where the lecture hall will be, where the classes will be, and then slowly we got to know there are a lot of clubs at IIT Delhi like dance, music, fine arts, etc. And I tried all of them, and then exams are pretty crazy because it's the same for normal engineering colleges and IIT that students only study 1 week before the exam for most of the students. So yes, we all used to have group study, and then college fests are a cherry on the cake because college fests allow us to develop. They're all student organized. The most important thing is that the student body has a lot of say in all the events at any IIT. So the student body is the king.
Okay.
So we get to organize and we get to do everything by ourselves. So we learn event management skills, and a lot of students from IIT go into consultancy through that. Also, there are academic competitions and tech fests which allow students to go think out of the box and create and invent things that are going to be future changing. So there's a lot of thought given on how the curriculum should be, and we are so grateful that I think most students should know that it's not just something that अच्छा जेई कर लिया तो लाइफ सेट हो जाएगी. इट्स मोर लाइक आप उतने केपेबल बन जाते हो वहां जाके कि आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो. ऐसा नहीं है, मतलब नथिंग विल सीम इम्पॉसिबल टू यू
Correct.
आफ्टर स्टडिंग एट एनी IIT.
Very true. So as you have worked hard and you got into IIT and you're doing great in your career, so what do you have to say to people who are working hard for their JEE preparation and dreaming to get into IIT?
My only suggestion will be that don't think that you cannot do it. And even if, first of all, be so determined and so confident that give your 100%. If you're not getting it, if you don't get into it, that means you will not give your 100%. Secondly, if you give your 100%, be sure that you will get into it. Third, if you don't get into IIT, the life is not lost there. There are a lot of institutes, and believe me, I have seen friends from studying not from IIT but are doing much better than me. So it's just about your dream. If you want it, you can get it, and just work as hard as you can, because this time will not come again.
Correct. Very true. Thank you, Pratna, for joining us on our show and sharing your knowledge and experiences. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. If you guys have gained something from this podcast and looking for more such podcasts, do follow us and don't forget to share it with your friends.